Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So that is one of the laws for the Sabbath. We are not permitted to work for the Sabbath day. Read.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So these get made up in Exodus 16 and 23 also. So this is also some laws now pertaining to the Sabbath. Now that we know who we are, what we have to do, hey, we have to now come back to start keeping God's laws. Because remember, in Deuteronomy 28 and 15, that's why we were punished. So to now correct it, we have to come back and start keeping God's laws now that we know that we are God's people, right? 16 and 23.
The book of Exodus chapter 16 and verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which you will bake today, and sieve that you will sieve, and that which will remain over, lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So that is going now into cooking. All right, we are not permitted to cook for the Sabbath. All right, from Friday sunset to Saturday sunset, we are not permitted to cook. All right, going into fire. Give me that in Nehemiah. Yes. So as we are learning now who we are, you already gave your number to the brother? Yeah. Okay. All praises. All praises. Yes, you have it? 11.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell,
what?
To sell, that we would not buy it of them.
We will not what?
We would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day, and that we would leave the 7th year and the exaction of every debt.
So that's going in now to buying and selling. We are not permitted to buy and sell on Friday sunset to Saturday sunset. All right? So these are some rules for the Sabbath that we know now who we are and what we have to do. Now I'm going to get more specific. Go, give me that in Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5. Because there's also a dress code for how we should dress. All right? So in Deuteronomy 20 and verse 5, you're going to speak about the man, and it's also going to speak about the woman. Yeah? Read it.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garments. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So this is going into cross-dressing. It says the woman should not wear that what pertaineth to a man, neither shall a man wear that what pertaineth unto a woman. In the rap industry right now, maybe you know, what are men wearing that are pertaining to the woman? Do you know? For instance, you have Kanye West, A$AP Rocky. A lot of these are now wearing what? Skirts, dresses. That's pertaining. Well, hey, according to the Bible, that's not a sin, you know, but we're talking about a dress code, all right? So, to the woman now, what do women wear that pertains to men? You're on. For instance, when you go to KFC, what's on the door of the KFC? What's on the door pertaining to the woman's bathroom and the men's bathroom? How they get separated? What's up on the picture? Huh? Okay. What does the picture of the woman have on? What does she has on? Does she have on pants or she has on what? She has on a what? She has on a dress. So that's going into cross-dressing. All right? So now that you know, hey, because give me that in Genesis 32 and verse 28. Because guess what? The men on earth are princes on earth and you all are princesses. But guess what? To portray that, you can't wear pants. A princess wear what? Wear dress. It's that simple. 32 and 28. Read it.
The book of Genesis chapter 32 and verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
What?
But Israel.
Because, hey, guess what? Earlier we had some people passing by saying Palestina, Palestina. But the problem is, a lot of them don't understand. We are talking about Jacob.
That's right.
All right? We don't care about that land. Our king, the black Messiah, is going to what? He's going to wrinkle everything when he comes back. So read it again from the top.
The book of Genesis chapter 32 and verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob.
So God is changing now Jacob's name into what?
Israel.
Into what?
Israel. For as prince has thou power with God.
So the meaning of the word Israel is, read it again.
For as a prince has thou power with God.
For as a prince has thou power with God. That's it.
And with man, and has prevailed.
So as a princess, guess what? Once you start keeping God's commandment, hey, we have power with God. All right? Brothers, the same way. Let your beard grow. Give me that in Leviticus 21 and 5. Hey, guess what? We're going to have power now with God. And that is what we have to understand. Because remember, in Deuteronomy 28 and 15, we broke his commandments. So the only way to come back is now what? Keep the commandments. You following? Okay. Read.
The book of Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
So, you see, when you look at the men, most of the men have a beard, all right? You just grow what you have. I can see you can grow a beard, and you can grow a beard, all right? So, hey, let it grow out. Read it again.
The book of Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
So, hey, guess what? Let your beard grow. All right? Let your beard grow. You also, hey, let your beard grow. Any questions so far? Everything is clear? You sure? Give your number to my brother so you can stay in contact. You can learn more. Yes? You can learn more. And we can stay in communication. All right? Now, give me that in Numbers 15 and 38. Let's stay on the dress code. Numbers 15 and 38. So you all understanding so far? Yeah? You also? Where you from? Suriname also. Okay. Hey, guess what? When last year you went to Suriname?
We're going to send you information.
3 years ago. Hey, it's very bad there, man. When we went there, the rate was like 1 to 11. Now it's like 1 to 32. That's ridiculous. And that's what we have to understand. Our oppressors will keep on oppressing us once we are breaking God's commandments. Once we are breaking God's commandments, they are going to keep on. Give me that. Hold this. We're going to come back. Give me that in Jude chapter 5 and verse 20. And so long we do not change, we are going to stay here. All right? So give me that in Jude 5.
The book of Jude chapter 5 and verse 20.
So this is the proof. Read.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in these people,
Any what?
any error in these people, and they sin against their God,
And they what?
and they sin against their God,
Remember, and they sin against their God. Read.
let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest the Lord defend them, and their God before them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
So you see, hey, as long as we stay in sin, guess what? We will keep on being oppressed. All right? So you gave your number to my brother, right? You also gave your number to your brother? Okay. So hey, don't forget, check the flyer, our telephone numbers. All right, and with that, hey, we're gonna close out.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word